Kristi are phenomenal. I've absolutely enjoyed working with them. The two of them are, I feel like they could run any event and run it incredibly well. Curling has really benefited from them being on board. They bring an organization that I haven't seen in the past with this type of event.
Jen and Kristi, they've been through a lot, in their first 2 years on running the Grand Slam events for iSport last year and this year coming in with Sportsnet.
They jumped into the sport with both feet, learned incredibly quickly, are completely and totally professional, and put on great events, and they have a smile on their face doing it. Like, you wouldn't really know if they're completely dying of stress or frustration because they just get the job done.
There was a lot of upheaval in the times that I've been in the slams, and basically Jen and Kristi were just thrown in basically like it was chaos. And the first event that they did, I didn't know how that was going to happen and how it was going to work out, and I was pleasantly surprised that they took on everything and made the transition of events very smooth, to the point where if you were a casual observer, you wouldn't really tell the difference of what was happening as far as the management was concerned.
I don't know what you can say about Jen and Kristi. It's been unreal how quickly they integrated into the Grand Slams last season, and basically, with some of the turmoil we went through last year, the players and even myself, it was like nothing changed.
I am Jennifer Bradley, and I am the events manager for the Grand Slam of Curling Sportsnet. Kristi is my heart and soul. Seriously, I couldn't have done this year without her. Coming here, we work so well together. It's bizarre.
They're great personalities. They're great listeners, which I like. They, anytime we have suggestions for them, and when I say we, I mean that in people who've been around the sport for a long time. They're very open to and receptive to that. Plus they're very super organized and super friendly and great to work with. So yeah, again, I think curling's found friends in them, and hopefully they feel the same way about us because they're doing a great job.
Volunteers and local organizing committee people from various pockets around the country are starting to learn about them and understand and appreciate what they're doing for the sport, just like the competitors do. So total hats off to them for coming through in a difficult situation over a year ago and a difficult situation even more recently to put on some amazing events.
The thing I really respect and give a lot of credit to them for is creating a strong team. Teamwork, supporting the team, being there, good communication. They are consummate professionals when it comes to building and running an event, and it's so great working with them.
It's just so interesting, and I think that people say this a lot, that it's something that once people get into the curling world, you never get out. I think that how different it is in person and what this world is like versus what people think is what I would ideally love to show people. Like, coming here, when we came back from Sault Ste. Marie, and we were like, how do we market this to people? How do we communicate to people that this is actually amazing? It's so strategic, it's so passionate, it's really fast-paced, as an environment as a whole. And I think that shifting the focus and focusing more on teams and players and stories behind it and building the story that you experience when you're here is exactly what would help to build this sport.